Hello and welcome to Kushti TV, the straight talking YouTube channel. Yes, you haven't seen much of me. I've been away touring, but I've got some big things to come, and I will be on regular in about the next 3 or 4 weeks. Trust me, we've got some big things to come. But tonight is Fight Night Prediction. Yes, of course, Chris Eubank Jr., Liam Smith. Yes, will it be? Will he overturn the result? Anyway, I'll come to my Fight Night prediction in just a second. But a couple of other fights on the show that interest me. Adam Azine against Fanilin of Ukraine. I've got a good record, only lost one fight, but Adam Azine will have too much firepower. He's got a good record by winning all of his fights but one, but in all honesty, he don't punch hard enough, and it's a sort of safe, it looks a risky fight, but it's a safe fight in that respect. He don't punch hard enough, he's too slow. We have got a super talent in Adam Azine. Definitely, yes, victory. I can see it being a nice fight and a right gentle step up, which is what you need. But this boy is something special, and he will be victorious. By the way of stoppage, I think, yeah, in around the mid, sort of, slightly just past the midsection. The other fight that interests me, the White Rhino is back in knuckling down, yes. David Allen's back, and he takes on Big Fraser Clark. Interesting fight, yeah, but only one winner for me. Big Fraser Clark, a good, honest fighter, somebody I like. Talks honest, acts honest, knows his stuff. He's not exactly youthful, but he's good amateur experience, good honest bloke, good honest fighter. I think we're going to see, you know, for him to come undone, it's going to need somebody more than David Allen, who is a good fighter. Let's get it right. And he's very brave, and I respect all fighters. He's brave, but too brave. And he hasn't mixed that with enough education. He's now saying he's knuckling down. Well, it is the heavyweight game, let's see, but he's had too many hard fights, too many wars, and whilst he's very brave, he gives it his all. He just hasn't given it all in the gym, and it's been the undoing of his career. He knows it, I recognise it, and it's a shame, but you need the whole package to go all the way, and he had a lot of ability. But Big Fraser will win that one. Be an interesting fight. And let's go to the main event. Of course, there's other fights on the card. They're the three that show out to me and to a lot of us. Yes, Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith, namesake. Is he a cousin from Scousland? No, I don't think so. But we know the fighting credentials, Smith family, fantastic fighter, done a great job last time. Yeah, a couple of interesting points. I was out with Ronnie Davis a while back, and he on certain terms, it was more than a while back, a few months back, and I asked him what happened in fight one, and the elbow made any effect, and he tore into a torrid sort of verbal, and he's very disappointed with Eubank Jr. And we know that's no big secret to the Eubanks or to anybody, because he used to tear into Chris. You know, he's been there, as he says, from his birth, Chris Eubanks Jr. He was there for his father's career. But he said to me, point blank, he said, I won't be involved if he messes around like he did last time. And he said, by the way, Liam Smith's a very good fighter. And I'll come back to that in a second. And my son was in the gym just a few days ago with Harlem Eubank, somebody who watched boxing as an amateur, who I predicted would be a professional champion, and he is. Harlem Eubank, not the greatest puncher, but a very good fighter. And he says his cousin Chris is really knuckled down for this one. So we ain't got the same Chris Eubank. Who will win? Very interesting, because I rewatched the fight again last night, fight one, and he was very clinical and calm and collective was the air colouring. Liam Smith, yes, air changing. Graham, shall I say. He's aging, but he's not aging in the ring. He's just aging by appearance of it. Now, very good performance, and it's going to take a big step for Eubank to overturn. The question is, can he do it? I think he'll do it. I think of fighters who have. We go back to the brilliant Max Schmeling, overturned the great Joe Louis, and Louis maybe overlooked Max Schmeling a bit, and he had done the return the tables on him. And Lennox Lewis took Hashim Rahman, I remember that, a little bit too easy, I think, and was, you know, mouth wide open, gulping air in, probably took Rahman a bit light, bang, right-hander, good night Irene, over, but he knuckled down for the second fight, and revenge. Will Eubank do that? It's going to be a big ask. Ronnie Davis, coming back to Ronnie Davis, he said in the press conference, he uttered the very words he uttered to me. He said, by the way, Liam Smith's a very good fighter. And he said on the press conference, the final press conference, Liam Smith, by the way, you're a very good fighter, but Chris Eubank Jr. will beat you. And and he seemed very sincere, and it's going to be a tough fight. I think it's going to be a brilliant fight. I'm going to go for Eubank to do revenge in a close encounter, possibly a late stoppage, but heading into the championship rounds. But I think more likely we might see a cracking fight. They might just go in the way of the decision of Eubank. Can Smith win? Of course he can. He's a brilliant all-round, tactical, don't waste any energy. You know, he's just a very, very clinical all-round fighter. He's very brave. He's very knowledgeable. It's going to be a tough test. Tough test for Eubank. He can win for sure, Smith. But I'm just going to go with Eubank. I think we'll have the real Eubank. The danger is he washed up? Has he taken it too much for granted? Has he fallen victim of, for example, what Dave Allen's fallen victim of? I don't think he's been quite that negligent to his stuff, but I know he's taken, there's been some outside issues with his various antics and not training, and his own cousin admitted that he didn't train, and he has for this one. So that's it. Let's sit back and watch and see how my prediction goes. I'm going for late stoppage, close points win Eubank, but it's going to be a great fight. Yeah, let me know what you think, and let's enjoy tonight's action.